one power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power. There's one power, invisible, yet we see it everywhere in everything. There's one power, indescribable, yet we speak of it in every word we say. Mysterious until you know the truth. Simple as the love inside of you. Call it God, call it Spirit, call it Jesus, call it Lord, call it Buddha, Baha'u'llah, Hashem, or heaven's door. It's Muhammad, it's your mind, it's your soul, or it's your sign. It's the universe, it's music, Mother Earth, or Father Time. But whatever name you give it, it's all one power, can't you see? Whatever name you give it, it's the very air we breathe. Oh, it's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power, one power, one power, one power.
Let us take a moment together in prayer and contemplation. With the totality of mind, body, and spirit, we are constantly expressing, healing, and renewing, whether or not we are consciously aware of this. Even during our busiest moments or during the quiet, peaceful times of rest, we are being renewed. We are physical beings created with the capacity to heal and be healed. Yet we are so much more. Made in the image and likeness of Spirit, we are eternal, infinite expressions of God. As we hold fast to this truth, spirit, mind, and body, we are living the truth of who we are. Our thoughts of health and strength are powerful messages that fully align us with our very nature as creations and creators of life itself. We are grateful to be ever-renewing expressions of the divine, and so it is.
It's the moment of creation. It's an everlasting peace. It's the freedom of forgiveness. It's the sweetness of release. It's the joy of inspiration. It's the sunlight on your face. It's the birthright of all nations. It's the boundlessness of space. It's the beauty of a baby, the serenity of sleep. It's the anger we abandon, for it's love that's most deep. It's one power. Oh, it's one power. It's the power of the love that lives in you and me. It's the power of the love in you and me. One power, one power, one power. It's one power, one power, one power.
I am life that knows no dying. I am joy that knows no sighing. I am truth that makes all free. I am perfection that all may be. I am faith that knows no fear. I am the light that makes all clear. I am the good that all may know. I am victory where I go. I am purity that knows no stain. I am health that knows no pain. I am strength that knows no weakness. I am humility that serves in meekness. I am the law that fulfills desire. I am God, a light with holy fire.
I am a child of the living God, made in the image of perfect love. All that I am, all I've been given, to you, my God, I surrender. I surrender. I am a child of the living God, made in the image of perfect love. All that I am, all I've been given, to you, my God, I surrender. I surrender.
Good morning, everybody. We are super duper excited today. Is Steve Mason? Steve, do you want to come join us up here? Sorry to put you on the spot, but come on up here. So as some of you may recall, at the auction back in the fall, Steve Mason is a member of our community. He donated a custom song writing experience, which a wonderful member of our community purchased at the auction and donated to Youth and Family Ministries. So today will be our first of 3 songwriting workshops with Steve. He's going to come down and join us, and and so we are really excited about it. So over the next month, we're going to be working with him on that, and then whatever evolves from that, I guarantee that you'll get to hear it. So a huge thank you to Steve for coming to join us today.
And as an added bonus, Steve will be our guest musician next Sunday, so you want to come back for that. That's right. All right. Thank you for being our family. Thank you for being our friend. Thank you for blessing and teaching us. God bless you. Amen. All that I am, all I've been given, to you, my God, I surrender.
Well, we will be looking forward to that, to hearing the song that gets created. What a great idea. Good morning. Welcome to Unity in Lynnwood. Unity in Lynnwood, as we have heard it said a time or two, is an intentional community. As participants in a community of our choosing, each of us is invited into the creation of what many of us come to call spiritual family. Everyone is invited here. Everyone is welcomed as a participant. This morning we celebrate and are grateful one more time for the opportunity to be here and to learn and to grow together. Today is Giver's Circle Sunday. The Giver's Circle program is one of planned giving, which benefits our Board of Trustees because when we let them know what we're giving, they can make better plans. It's very sensible, really. This program is safe, easy, convenient, and flexible. So if you find consistent value in our services, please consider supporting Unity in Lynnwood with consistent giving. And those of us who are part of Giver's Circle can always pick up a card and or a little stone out in the foyer so that we can actually, in a physical, tangible way, be participants too when the offering basket comes around. Forms for Giver's Circle are found in the information rack as you exit. Prayer is a cornerstone at Unity, as it is for most spiritual and faith traditions. Here, we like to focus on a style of prayer called affirmative prayer. To pray affirmatively is to enter into communion with God and to affirm truth from God mind. From the higher perspective of God mind, there is only infinite supply. There is never a lack of substance or ideas. In this sense, affirmative prayers are merely the necessary step in the act of creation that calls forth divine substance and ideas from an infinite supply. Affirmations are not only a form of prayer, they are intrinsic to the very process of prayer itself. Charles Fillmore, co-founder of Unity, says the most basic definition of prayer is a communion between God and human. He adds that this communication occurs in the innermost part of humanity's being, which is perhaps best experienced in silent meditation, though not exclusively. When we speak truth with positively framed affirmations, we truly begin to demonstrate our divinely inspired creative power. We offer many ways of prayer support at Unity in Lynnwood. You can request a prayer support by using our confidential prayer line, for example, or the unityinlynnwood.org web address prayer access. Those both are available to us any day of the week at any time of the day. And of course, we have prayer slips in the back of the chairs in front of us. We can fill out our prayer request and slip that into the offering basket, or come on to the front of the sanctuary at the end of a service and find a prayer chaplain. They wear purple stoles around their necks. They would be honored to pray with us. Could I ask the prayer chaplains that are here right now to stand so we can say thank you? We do appreciate your service. Prayer is not just for church or before bed. It can be a constant state of mind and presence that keeps us aligned with our highest good. We also like to include positive statements of truth on Sunday mornings to hold with us for the day or to repeat during the week. Today's affirmation is on the screen behind me. Please join in by listening as I say it once, and then we can all stand if that works for you, and we will share it together. There is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. Please stand if you are able. Ready? Begin. There is only one life. That life is God's life. That life is perfect. That life is my life now. Let's take a minute to greet each other while we're on our feet.
Get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, hey, hey. Get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet, see the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Woo.
Hi, I'm Garland Landreth, and you might have heard of my research in the movie What to Bleep. And in that movie, we talked about how we took 4,000 transcendental meditators into Washington, D.C. and actually reduced the crime rates while we were there. Now, in this seminar, what you'll be learning is how to create the life of your dreams by using cutting-edge techniques combined with quantum field technology. Now, to date, I've probably taught well over 30,000 people how to manifest the life of their dreams. And one of the questions I always ask in all my seminars is how many people know what their problems are, but they keep making the same mistake over and over again. And of course, everybody raises their hands. Well, that's not your fault. These are simply old brain pathways that are structured in your subconscious that have been holding you back. And so what we're going to do in this seminar is teach you how to create an entirely new brain matrix. That is by combining these three amazing techniques. First one is EFT and tapping. The second one is Ho'oponopono. And the third one is heart math. The new frontier in energy work is the subconscious. In fact, Bruce Lipton and Deepak Chopra both said that unless we can somehow clear out the subconscious, we're not going to be able to manifest very well. And remember this, if you are wanting something, you're attracting lack because you don't have it. So what we're going to do with these techniques is teach you how to gain inner abundance so that you attract outer abundance to you. And it works beautifully. These techniques are cutting edge, and I've seen them work over and over again. I'm excited about helping you on your journey.
This coming Sunday, Dr. Garland Landreth, there is a postcard available for you. It details 2 workshops, one Sunday afternoon, one Monday evening. The cost is $39 for one, $49 for 2. Individual appointments are available throughout the day on both Monday and Tuesday. Simply ring the church office to reserve your place. A consciousness rooted in wantingness. Makes sense, doesn't it? A consciousness rooted in wantingness would tend to perpetuate an experience of ongoing wantingness. How we doing? Good morning, Unity in Lynnwood. Good morning, Unity in Lynnwood. Good morning. The UIL gift shop volunteers have created a Mother's Day gift basket. It's for a raffle. It's valued at about $90. It includes gifts. It includes books. Ooh. Well done. And over this way, you want to, let's walk it down that aisle too. Nicely done. Ooh, an air plant and soap and inspiration. It's good stuff. Valued at about $90. Raffle tickets are $5 a piece. Available in the spiritual gift shop. Consider grabbing one of those today. And please be reminded that tickets are on sale for Marianne Williamson's Love America Tour, Seattle. It is produced by Unity in Lynnwood. Visit the Edmonds Center for the Arts website to secure your ticket. I'm proud of that. I'm somewhat perplexed by the fact that the words nature sounds appear right in the middle of it. I have no idea what that's about. Yeah, and Cameron's not even going to play with it. He's just like, you know, if you're going to talk about my slide, I'll be done. Teach you to talk about my slide. Wave aside past mistakes. Every service has an ambassador. This person's role is to assist you and to support you in your exploration and discovery of this evolving divine idea we call unity in Lynnwood. So as always, if you have a question about who we are, about what we teach, what we believe, about what is available to you on your exploration, you are welcome to engage her in conversation. She is a deep well of really good stuff that you might have a face to go with a name. Nan Allen, will you wave to these kind people, please? And then practical spirituality, welcoming community, a 4-word mission statement that I believe speaks volumes. I mean, think about it. Practical spirituality. The idea that this would be useful on a Monday. How about that? Welcoming community, the idea that fundamentally we're all made of the same stuff and maybe we ought to act like it. Practical spirituality, welcoming community. So every week I like to support this with one of the 6 bullet points which we developed in conversation with your Board of Trustees beginning in late 2014. So take a deep breath. See if this is a position in consciousness, a spiritual value, if you will, with which you can align. It reads as follows: we believe each person is an individualized expression of divinity itself, and we accept each person as such, without question, without exception, without condition. As a matter of principle, it can be said that we at Unity in Lynnwood love boldly. You like that? I do too. Born Mary Caroline Page Myrtle, and she insisted that Myrtle was her real name and that people call her that, by the way. Myrtle met Charles Fillmore in Denison, Texas, and they married in Clinton, Missouri in 1881. They settled in Kansas City in 1885 with their 2 young sons. In her words, I had all the ills of mind and body that I could bear. I think we've all been there, haven't we? We've all been there. Medicine and doctors ceased to give me relief, and I was in despair. Along with the tuberculosis trouble in my lungs, I had disorders throughout the abdominal walls. At times, hemorrhoids made life miserable for me. Yes, Unity co-founder Myrtle Fillmore spoke of hemorrhoids in the late 1800s. It was amidst these ills that she and her skeptical husband attended a lecture by Christian Science practitioner Dr. E.B. Weeks, where she heard those infamous words, "You are a child of God. You do not inherit illness." Words which would become central to her life, words which would become central to her work. I must have been fully ready, she wrote, for it filled and satisfied all empty, hungry longings of my soul. There is nothing in human language able to express the vastness of possibilities as they unrolled before me. From that point, she spent hours each day, and I do hope you heard me use the term hours, because you see, it's my position that we have departed from that level of spiritual commitment in our practices. From that point, she spent hours each day praying and speaking to her body and reading healing stories. At which point we arrive at the inevitable question, how might Unity look today if Myrtle had spent less time demonstrating the thing in daily life and more time arguing the thing on Facebook. I think if she were here today, she would say, stop arguing about love and commit yourself to demonstrating a love so profound that others may be elevated by your presence. Or stop arguing about supply and commit yourself to demonstrating a supply so ample that others might be inspired by your freedom. Or stop arguing about wellness and commit yourself to demonstrating a wellness so vibrant that others might be elevated by your example. I think she summarized it best herself in the following quote. She said, rather than feel that you must stand up for the truth, let the truth in you stand for itself. Nonetheless, she continues, my husband continued his business and at first took a little interest in what I was doing. Apparently, that's extremely humorous. You will explain it to me later? Is it a man thing? It's a man thing, okay. Thank you for helping me. It could have been a Missouri thing, you see, because Missouri is the show me state. We want to see it before we believe it, whereas the entire message of this ministry and this morning is you believe it before you will be able to see it. So I thought maybe it's a Missouri thing. I don't know. Nonetheless, my husband continued his business and at first took little interest in what I was doing. But after a time, he became absorbed as well. We began to prosper a little at a time, and our health continued to improve. Life became sweeter. Life became more interesting, and we began to see a new world. It was 2 years later that Myrtle turned to her reluctant husband and said, I'm healed, and so are you. And as it turned out, she was quite right. Both she and Charles lived long, vibrant lives. And as others began to notice their transformations, they began to ask questions. I know I would have done the same. And they began to request prayer support for themselves. And many of them experienced similar results. Even a young boy regained sight. And she summarized it this way: I gained. Others saw that there was something new in me. They asked me to share. I did. Others were healed and began to study. End quote. They began to invite others to join them in prayer at a specified time every evening. It's the same model we use. You do realize that you can pause from whatever activity you are doing every Thursday night at 8 o'clock and know that you are basking in the support of this very community. And so we're established the roots of what we now know to be silent unity and the unity movement itself. And even today you can call Silent Unity for prayer support at any hour. You can even request prayer support through the You Pray app if you don't have it. Located southwest of Kansas City, Unity Village remains home to Silent Unity, to Daily Word magazine, a bookstore, an inn, a conference center, and Unity Worldwide Ministries and Unity Village Chapel. If you would like to visit, a group of us will go twice in 2018, once in June, once in October. Again, grab a postcard from the back. It's also home to Unity Worldwide Spiritual Institute, charged with perpetuating the work of Myrtle's fine cult. And yes, according to one critic, proof of unity's cult status is evident for all to see within its beliefs about God and Jesus, the Bible, sin, salvation, heaven, and hell. In other words, proof of unity's cult status is evident in its beliefs that God is the underlying, unifying reality of all life. That Jesus was an elder way shower who demonstrated ways of being to which all of us can aspire. That Fillmore offered the Bible as one source of spiritual wisdom among many, that there are beauties and truths on all authentic paths. That sin is to forget our oneness within God, that salvation is to remember. And that heaven and hell are not literal destinations realized at some future point, but states of consciousness perpetuated in daily life. So, if proof of unity's cult status is God as reality, Jesus' example, the Bible as wisdom, sin as forgetting, salvation as remembering, and heaven and hell as choices, if that's proof of unity's cult status, I have to tell you I'm good with it. I'm good. Somebody once said we're all made of the same stuff. Maybe we should act like it. Don't know who that was. So unity has deep roots in this belief that a change in the inner arena provokes change in the outer arena. Or as others have said, life is lived from center to circumference. It might be said that unity has deep roots in healing. Now, understanding that Charles and Myrtle taught others about their healing experiences, we arrive at the inevitable question of the morning, and that is, what exactly did they teach? Fair enough? So I've drawn forth 4 steps. And I've drawn these forth from one of Myrtle's many letters of response. Now, a letter of response is basically a primitive form of email. Think about it that way. And I'd like to set forth these 4 steps in something of a healing meditation this morning. You know, it was Charles himself who said the intellectual self will only take us so far on the spiritual path. That there is something of a more holistic self that must be invited into the process to carry us beyond that threshold of the intellect. That's what I would like to do this morning. Are you with me? You're going to be bold, courageous? Yeah, okay. Glad to hear it. It's a day for courage. You know, he's not done singing yet. Today, not only will he sing more, I've made him play the piano at the same time. I don't know. It's a day for courage. He's written a new song for you this morning as well. So I'll offer these 4 steps in something of a healing meditation. Mother Kathy Chalmers will conclude with closing reflections. So in the interest of this, let's begin by calling to mind a situation. Just be with that. Call to mind a situation, something that is ripe for a higher possibility. Something that is ripe for higher expression. For Myrtle, it was ills of mind and body, and of course those blasted hemorrhoids. But for you, it might be a lingering pattern. It might be a dysfunctional relationship. It might be a financial challenge. It might be a lingering confusion. It might even be an unrealized longing. Let's begin by calling that forth as the subject of our healing exploration this morning. And before we begin, I'd like to share Myrtle's abridged words with you. So take a deep breath. And she wrote, when someone comes to us who has had the doctor diagnose his illness, we ask him to turn from the doctor's verdict, to cease to think of the name which he has given to the condition. We ask him to cast out the assumption that the condition would not be changed and done away with, just as one would refuse to hold some unworthy thing spoken as he walked down the street. And she continues, he's to begin at once to rejoice that he is the offspring of God, that the life and substance of his body are the very essence of God life, the very essence of God's substance, the very essence of God intelligence. We wave aside past mistakes, we wave aside past suggestions and fix undivided attention upon the Creator. In this lies the success of spiritual treatment. And then she writes, we prayerfully consider our living habits to know whether they are according with divine law. We look into the realm of the subconscious. We look into the realm of the memory to determine whether there is anything continuing its disturbing influence. And we rejoice and we work lovingly and diligently with whatever we find that falls short. End quote. So in short, I think Myrtle said something akin to the following. If you want higher expression, and it doesn't matter whether you desire a higher expression in life and relationship and supply and clarity and creative self-expression, if you desire higher expression, we are to deny an identity rooted in transient experience. We are to affirm an identity rooted in eternal truth. We are to allow this identity to permeate daily life. And it is from this that we come to know change. There's the formula. So Matthew's written a new mantra. Now, mantra, the mon part would reference mind. A mantra is not a song. A mantra is a technology. A mantra is a discipline. And mon would reference mind. Tra would reference something of projection. So a mantra is something of a mind projection. And the lyrics from the Punjabi, Wahe Guru, the central idea of this mantra, the Wahe, might be translated as something of a wow. Wow. So Wahe Guru could be translated as wow. Look at the life that's here. And wow, look at the wisdom that's here. And wow, look at the love that's here. Let's take a deep breath. And let's seek to explore these 4 steps. We'll begin by learning the mantra. You are most welcome to sing along. Words are on the screen. Matthew will do it first.
Ang sang Waheguru, ang sang Waheguru, ang sang Ansang Waheguru, Ansang Waheguru.
One more time.
Ansang Waheguru.
Wow, the life.
Ansang Waheguru.
Wow, the wisdom.
Ansang Waheguru.
The love.
Ansang Waheguru.
So the first step is that we turn from the verdicts. We turn from that realm of transient opinion. So we begin by declaring a new idea, and that is that the I am that I am is neither circumstance nor condition. Let's try that together. The I am that I am is neither circumstance nor condition. The I am that I am is neither history nor precedent. Let's take that. The I am that I am is neither history nor precedent. The I am that I am is not my genetics. The I am that I am is not my genetics. The I am that I am is not the opinions of others. The I am that I am is not the opinions of others.
One life, it is my life. Oh, one mind, it is my mind. Oh, one love, it is my love. Ansang Waheguru.
One life.
The one life, it is my life.
One mind.
The one mind, it is my mind.
One love.
The one love, it is my love. Ansang Waheguru.
You see, I am not an expression of circumstance. I am not an expression of opinion. I am an expression of the one life that stands behind all life in the universe. I am an expression of that which we call, by virtue of gathering in a building like this on a morning like this, we call it God. It is that transcendent reality, that enduring truth outside of which I cannot stand. So in the face of transient experience, in the face of anything that would fall short of the life of God, I look at it and I say, my God is ample to this. My God is ample to this. To anything that would fall short of wisdom, I look at it and I say, my God is ample to this. My God is ample to this. To anything that would fall short of love, to any discord, to any seeming disharmony, I look at it. And to it I speak the eternal words of truth. My God is ample to this. My God is ample to this.
Ansang Waheguru.
Wow, look at the life.
Ansang Waheguru.
Wow, we marvel in the wisdom.
Ansang Waheguru.
We delight in the love.
Ansang Waheguru.
Again.
Ansang Waheguru.
this new orientation, in this new identification, not with the transient circumstances of earthly life, but with the eternal truths of the spiritual realm. In this new orientation, I look at life. I look at my beliefs. Do they reflect this new orientation? I look at my words. Do they reflect this new orientation? And I look at my actions. I look at my way of moving through the world and I ask, does it reflect this orientation with that which is eternally true? And I invite anything that would appear to fall short, I invite that to elevate itself and to align itself and to harmonize itself with that which is true. And to this I say, I will obey that. I will do that. One wisdom. There's one love. So having turned from transient experience, having instead identified and oriented with that which is eternally true, that which is of soul, that which is of God, our reality in an infinity of wisdom, life, and love, having dedicated the fullness of our humanity to this new orientation, to this place of great light, we allow a sense of gratitude to rise. And we delight in its promises. We revel in its peace. We bask in its assurance.
Breathe. Consider the presence of God, a shimmering field of quantum energy, a warmth in the heart, a stirring of the soul, that still, small voice whispering our truth. Consider the words of Myrtle Fillmore. We accept the God-given perfection. We wave aside the past mistakes and the untrue suggestions and fix undivided attention upon the Creator and the inner pattern of perfection. In this lies the success of spiritual treatment. We bring all the mental attitudes and the centers of consciousness and even the physical structures to this high place in mind where we see as God sees, and where we name all that is within us according to the patterns and uses for which these soul qualities and their outpicturing have been created. We accept our God-given perfection. Yes, even you, even me. You are perfect. We accept our God-given perfection. Take a deep breath and feel the impact of these words. What do you feel in your body? Do you clench or reject this idea in some way? Can you relax into the idea of perfection? We accept our God-given perfection, not an earthly perfection, but God's perfection. What happens in your mind when you consider the deepest truth of this divine idea? Breathe. Cradling ourselves in the breath of spirit, we allow our mental limitations to dissolve in the perfect light of God. Myrtle says, "We rejoice and remember that we have the God power to change conditions, the God love to express Christ-likeness, and we work lovingly and diligently with whatever we find in ourselves or our environment that falls short. Keeping the attention centered in the Christ mind, we are able to see beyond appearances to the impulses of the soul, which is always urging us in our efforts to make use of what God has given." Breathe. In our embracing our own power to express Christ-likeness, we emerge from the limitations of ego, stepping into the perfection of our truest selves. And so it is.
Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand, my heart Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Here I am, vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go. Here I am, a vessel to be used. Whatever Spirit needs of me, I will be, I will be, I will be. Here I stand. My heart is here to serve. Wherever love is leading me, I will go, I will go, I will go.
And so it is.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Dr. Richard, Mother Kathy, all of our angels of music. Rich. Now is the time that we come together in our morning to share our tithes and love offerings. When teaching about giving, Charles Fillmore wrote, "Practice giving, even though it be in a small way. Give in love. Give when you cannot see any possibility of return. Give your real substance, the substance of your heart, with every possible token, whether it be money or service. That is, through the power of your word, bless and spiritually multiply everything that you give."
Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. Blessed always, blessed always, for the arms of God surround us. Let our joy be so triumphant that we rest in God and say amen. that we rest in God and say amen.
Thank you, God, that your loving, living Spirit of truth expressing through me blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And so it is. Thank you very much, ushers, for your service. If you happen to be here at Unity in Lynnwood for the first time, we provide an opportunity for you to let us know you're here simply by raising a hand so that we can say thanks. We're glad you dropped by. So if you're comfortable, if you're here for the first time, if you'll do that, we'll know you're present. We love it when people come check us out, and so we hope we'll see you again. I want to orient you a little bit to our place. We have a DVD right to the left of the door as you leave the sanctuary that shows what goes on here. At least some glimpses. We have a lot going on here. We have a stay in touch card in the back of the chair in front of you. If you would like to be on our mailing list, please give us your contact information. It only means a couple of emails a month. And of course, there is a newcomer's information card there in the back of the chair, which you probably spotted already. So thank you for joining us. Thank you, thank you. And I have a few announcements before we close, as always. And just a reminder, check out the Welcome and Information Station. Lots happening, many things to sign up for. Unity in Lynnwood's Health and Wellness Ministry presents Anila Goldie today following second service for a Therapeutic Touch workshop entitled Facilitating Well-Being. I see Goldie at the back. This holistic, and by the way, it will start at 1 o'clock. This holistic therapy incorporates compassionate use of universal energy to promote well-being. And please join Nancy Joy Callahan for a body-brain tune-up used to facilitate learning and memory in all ages. The simple movements of Brain Gym are relaxing, yet energizing and simple enough to be done at home. Interfaith at Unity in Lynnwood presents Spiritual Saturdays. Share the healing space of the traditions of the Jewish Sabbath as understood and interpreted by Rabbi Ted Falcon. And Unity in Lynnwood proudly hosts the consecration of our own Mother Kathy Chalmers to the Order of Bishop. Yay! We're so proud to host. All are invited and all are welcome to participate in this very special Mass celebrated by bishops of the Ascension Alliance. Allow 2 hours, there will be a reception following. In 2016, Unity in Lynnwood acquired the 5.5 acres that keep our vision green, especially this time of the year it gets greener, our forested wetlands. Join us as we bless this nature preserve and the precious life it supports as we prepare to welcome its highest use in the upcoming years. This will be happening on Sunday, April 29th, following the 11 o'clock service. Registrations are available at unityinlynnwood.org for our all community retreat named Divine Audacity, Embody Your True Self, with acclaimed author Reverend Linda Martella Whitson. Reserve Friday and Saturday, June 22nd and 23rd. The $99 registration includes all materials and meals and is open to the first 50 registrants. And for a special invitation, please welcome Shelley Oberman to the platform. Welcome, Shelley.
Your Board of Trustees cordially invites you to a spring fundraising event called Spring Swing. Enjoy cocktail hour with heavy appetizers and a group swing dance lesson followed by an evening of dance and merriment to the sounds of the Purple Passion Swing Band. This is a not-to-miss party. Purchase your tickets today in the gift shop for $35. All are welcome.
really fun time. Yes. May 4th, Friday night. All right. Hope to see you there. For these and all good things happening at Unity in Lynnwood, please look at your bulletin, hop online, check out our website or our Facebook page.
And if you'll join me, we'll sing our peace song. Was meant to be with God as creator, united all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me, let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joyous vow, to take each moment and live each moment in peace eternally. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me.
Woo, you know, I think it's something of a radical reorientation, really, that Unity offers, and that is to think of God less as something that happens to you and more of something, that transcendent reality that happens through you. I think that's something of a radical reorientation for most. And Myrtle went on to say that the trick with this is that if you had something of an experience of God as life, if you had something of an experience of transcendent wisdom, if you had something of an experience of a deeper love, now when you leave this room, you take that with you. You take that with you. Because the temptation for the human creature is to knee-jerk to the old stories we told our bodies, to knee-jerk to the old patterns that we exercise in our relationships. So take a deep breath. I think this might be reminiscent of what it means to accept the charge now. Go and be something of the light. If there's a first name of any soul you'd like to introduce into this consciousness of love and support, please speak it now. So with all, we stand with you, we stand for you, and we say, wow, wow, the life that's within you. We say, wow, the wisdom within you. We say, wow, the love that's within you. We do not tarry in that world of effects and apparitions and partial truths. We say, wow, look at God. That's what we say. And so it's with great faith and with great boldness that we lift our voices together then and speak these closing words. The light of God surrounds us.
The love of God enfolds us. The power of God protects us. The presence of God watches over us. Wherever we are, God is, and all is well.
The light of God surrounds us. The power of God protects. The presence of God watches over us, and all is well. The love of God enfolds us. Wherever we are, God is. We are safe, we are cherished, and all is well. All is well.
We close our time as we always do by speaking our simple words of affirmation, and so it is, and so it is, wow, and so it is.